myself I'm gonna be alright. Without you, baby, is a waste of time. Yeah, our first date, girl, the seasons changed. The guy washed away in the summer rain. You can't undo
unexploded ordnance. So it's amazing to me, and it was very impactful to me, that even 100 years later, it's still impacting people today. Touring Flanders Fields and the area around. A little bit more about the museum there, Roy.
I can do that. The museum and restoration site open year-round and houses over 25 aircraft, both static and flying. The aircraft range from a World War II Henley Page Hampton to a T-33 Silver Star.
Example that we're going to see later on. The climb rate, 14 minutes to reach 10,000 feet.
The other thing you got to remember too, Ken, is World War I, the pilots of these fragile airplanes had no parachutes.
Harbor 2 is also from the Royal Canadian Air Force. And we're going to welcome to the microphone right now, Steph Strickland, who's been helping us all weekend long to keep everyone informed of what's happening on social media. Trent, Ontario, and on board this aircraft today is your Canadian Forces Skyhawks. They're going to be climbing for a...
From the left, our Hercules 4th fly past. Please give a shout out to 436 Squadron for giving us a platform today.
What a great way to get our air show underway here on Sunday. Thank you very much to the Canadian Forces Skyhawks and of course our Prosperity. To find out more, visit shell.com/aviation.
Raceway RV is your wingman to adventure. Visit them on site right here at their display booth to enter to win an RV rental getaway or an e-bike. Raceway RV, proud to sponsor the Abbotsford International Airshow.
And here's something for the frugal among us. Earn points on every order for free McDonald's with My McDonald's Rewards. Exclusively on the McDonald's app. Redeem points for your favorites like McFlurries, McChicken, and much, much more. Sponsored by your Abbotsford.
Speaking of rotary wing, all right, looks like we got somebody walking out there. Looks kind of lost. You know, it's not always a beautiful day like we have here today. Sometimes it's raining and cloudy, and you're out for a hike and you took the wrong turn. So it looks like, our boss hiker's got a map in his hand there. Has some smoke with it. Trimming in as the CH-149 Cormorant search and rescue helicopter comes in for the rescue. It is a dedicated aircraft to search and rescue. Operated in some of the most severe conditions, making it ideal for Canada's challenging geography and climate. The Cormorant has been used to help Royal Canadian Air Force search and rescue technicians rescue injured mountain climbers, lost hikers like our one here, and ship's crews in distress, among many other challenging rescues. The aircraft is powered by 3 engines, escaping have exceptional long-range capability. In fact, it can fly over rotor blades are strengthened by titanium strips along the leading edge. This design gives the CH-149 superior lift and speed and significantly less vibration than many other helicopters. Very unique conditions, reaching over 50 knots. And this helps to provide a stable cover for critical deployment.
Information about the history of 442 Search and Rescue Squadron. Quite a storied history, to be honest. It's Western Canada's federal Sergeant providing coverage throughout British Columbia, the Yukon, and up to 300 nautical miles offshore. The squadron maintains continuous 24/7 standby posture to rescue Canadians in need from sea to mountain peaks. The members of 442 Squadron work around the clock to ensure Canadians can rest assured that the implementation of the CC-295 Kingfisher. 442 Squadron originally formed back in 1942 to defend Canada's west coast after the Pearl Harbor attack, participated in multiple European campaigns. Squadron was disbanded after the Second World War and then subsequently reactivated, absorbed other units.
12 stretchers can be carried. Aircrafts are based in 9-wing Gander, Newfoundland, 14-wing Greenwood, Nova Scotia, and as Ken said, 19-wing Comox, British Columbia. All right, we're pretty sure that Lost Hiker is pretty happy to be inside our Cormorant helicopter. Now, let's keep an eye. Look how steady, despite this wind that we have going on here, look how steady that helicopter is staying in space, not moving at all.
The Spitfire, the P-51 Mustang, they flew the Vampire, the Canadair Sabre 5, also flew the Otter, the Beechcraft Expediter, the Douglas Dakota, the Canzo, the Sikorsky H-5, H-19, and H-21, the Grumman Albatross. Many of you Abbotsford Airshow fans will remember the CH-113 Labrador helicopter, the big yellow twin-engine helicopter. Remember the little headlights that made it look like it had buck teeth? They also flew the CC-115 Buffalo.
Hey friends, we got a bit of a wind kicking up here on our one. If you have tents or anything like that, hang on to it, or you can actually put it down because the sun is out. Sometimes with a breeze like this, the tents go flying off on their own, and they are not part of the flying schedule.
And I'm pretty sure that breeze we're feeling up here, Roy, is coming from that helicopter. Judging from the windsock, it's pretty calm over there at the west
Rear fuselage ramp. The rescue doors with both points. Aircraft has a maximum load weight of 14,600 kilograms and has those 3 general. Navy forces have 14 of these magnificent helicopters on strength. All right, folks, get ready as the helicopter comes into show center and give them a wave as they get ready to give you a big bow. There it is. Thank you very much. modification of the CL-130, correction, CL-30 was given by Canadair, and the name was changed to Silver Star. Parents of the CT-1
People, I believe he's performing for us what's called the oblique 8. He has to keep his performance underneath the cloud deck. He can't fly into cloud. So you're seeing some different skills being used here.
1995.
Here's a high-speed flat pass right down the shoulder.
Arizona Air National Guard soon to celebrate their 75th anniversary.
Pitching up and performing for us the very slow roll. He's got to have that roll completed before he runs out of aerobatic box, and he does it so very well. Into the sky, he rolls the airplane upside down. He pauses there for just a second before rolling the aircraft upside up. The 2-point hesitation roll, the T-33 big skills. If he does what I think he's going to do. Pitching up. There's 1 to knife edge, 2 to inverted, 3 to knife edge again, and 4. T-33 shooting star. And is he going to overtake him? Yes. Center stage right here on the broadcast tower. Where's the point? Engine from our P-51 Mustang. Our 2800 radial engine sounds like in our F-4U Corsair. And here's what a similar Pratt & Whitney engine sounds in our F-16 Hellcat. T-40 is most famous as the aircraft of General Claire Chennault's American volunteer group known as the Flying Tiger 3 Squadron. Very popular, was known as the Little Friends to B-17 crews. B-17 bombers, of course, flying across the channel to bomb targets all across Western and Eastern.
The destruction of 70 enemy aircraft in air-to-air combat and endowing enemy planes. Get this, it's all the long-nosed bird as it comes in. Look how beautiful that machine is. Now you notice the distinctive inverted gull wing. Accomplished 2 purposes. First, it permitted a shorter landing. Hellcat. It's also a carrier-based fighter aircraft, a World War II designed to replace the earlier F-4F Wildcat and to counter the Japanese Zero. It was the United States Navy's dominant fighter in the second half of the Pacific War. Made his combat debut in September 1943. Best known for its role as a well-designed carrier fighter. It was able to outperform the Zero and helps it dives it back into our show center. Hellcat was simply bigger than the Wildcat, with more armor, firepower, and fuel. Armor including the bulletproof windshield and 231 pounds of cockpit armor, as well as oil cooler, well-tanked Corsair. He will take it. One of his favorite planes. And here's that beautiful Hellcat as it roars past as well. What a aircraft that is. Yeah, look at the Kitty Hawk. Classic line.
Some simulated strafing passes, if you will, coming in next our P-51 and fly the first Mustang. That's all right, holding it just for a little bit upside down before continuing through the rest of the 360-degree roll.
And on 8 air fuel that goes by, but great history on the Corsair. It's actually an FRU-7. This is one of those rare surviving variants from the last 94 that were built in 1952, exclusively for use.
Is Major Cameron Loudon from NORAD, and this is one of the things that they are constantly spooled up to deal with, and we're very glad to have you here at the air show today to help us deal with this incident that we have developing here today.
It is our absolute pleasure to be here for NORAD. My name is Major Cameron Loudon, call sign David of the Royal Canadian Air Force, from the headquarters in Belfast, New Zealand. From the center of the TFR that we're tasked to defend. That's simulating the use of flares that would otherwise be ejected from the fighter aircraft in a normal time, and it will really get the attention of the offending aircraft. Touchdown, but he'll be heading off to Colorado Springs here. Please note the landing gear down at the F-16, the signal to land.
Across the world. We'll hold off on that story for just a second as the F-16 does another.
So right now, doing a little showing off on behalf of the 120th Fighter Squadron. We can find out on the golf course if you like. It was our absolute pleasure. Thank you very much, Abbotsford, and NORAD is proud to be doing what we're doing.
Good stuff. All right, our F-16 is back on the ground, and they'll be taxiing.
We're looking for any signals that may cause us a problem, but it's the second guy that you can't see is the one that the Baron would have to worry about in this case. And the King Air, we actually reference the call sign of Baron, and that's an homage to the old Red Baron days. So it's something in NORAD that we always use the same call sign for this aircraft.
Well, it looks like to me the King Air is starting to descend towards the airfield. I imagine they're lining up with the runway. I'm wondering if the F-16 has finally convinced them to be able to land here. From the left, one of 5 C-17s currently in the Royal Canadian Air Force inventory. The C-17 design includes a modern computerized as the C-17 sets up for its next pass. I'd like to remind everybody that there is no smoking permitted anywhere on the airport grounds. No smoking anywhere on the airport grounds. Thank you so much for your cooperation on that. C-17 has a short field capability. It allows the aircraft to land at over 6,000 more airfields worldwide that the C-17 has its landing spot picked out. It is quickly descending down towards the ground as they demonstrate their tactical approach to the airfield. Right about here, the tires kiss the runway. You will notice on the engine pods separating, that is the reverse thrusters that helps get the C-17 stopped in just shy of 3,000 feet. Look at that. This massive machine is already stopped on the runway. Protection in.
Good idea.
It is going to get very, very noisy. And with no apologies to the neighbors for disrupting their nap time, we're going to enjoy a spectacular display by the United States Air Force F-22 demonstration team.
Coming to this air show for years who have never seen it as the Skyraider cruise through the sky. They're underneath tents, they're helping out at the President's Club, or the chalets, they're out in the parking lot directing people. But yeah, they come back and we're happy here.
Today, the United States Air Force's F-22
just rolls out here in Abbotsford. Are you guys enjoying yourselves today? Yeah, fun? Make some noise, my friends. Awesome. Tight right in front of this great air show crowd as he pulls back again.
Now, what we call it once the yellow pickle barrel.
Those are the runners. Here we go. There's one. Let's go two and further. Let's go three to my bed. There is the 4-point hesitation roll. Hopefully, IFR license applies to Navajo for the company that he works for. Oh, back there goes the great big stormer goes looking over the top of the aircraft. Now he's going to look out the front. He starts to pull back on the stick. And there's that perfect. Currently a licensed automotive mechanic, which complements the belongings he has in his own aircraft. As such, Kyle performs all the maintenance on the aircraft himself. Family man and the whole family is here with us today. As we're all seeing Rhonda, and 4 kids, Bentley, Tucker, Amaya, and Elijah. Up we go, rolling, there we go, straight out. And eventually you're going to just either out, let it float right on over the top. That's a light-foaming IO 360, 200 horsepower. As the strength of that aircraft is very light. It's only that is probably the biggest barrel roll you will ever see come by an aircraft like this. Oh, bringing that long easy. Up he goes once again, and let's just roll the airplane upside down, hold it for a moment, and bring it around once again.
Series of figure eights there at center stage. You mentioned this already. It takes a whole family of people to keep Kyle in the sky. You already mentioned his wonderful fiancée, Miranda. All 4 of their kids are here. Bentley, Tucker, Abaya, and Elijah. They're watching Dad perform here today. Kyle would also like to thank his family and sponsors from Aerosport, powering that light-going IO 360. I'll mention some more of those sponsors in just a little bit as he does a series of rolls down the show line. Kyle Fowler and the Long Easy.
Aircraft designed by Bert Rutan, the Delta Wing Canard is highly efficient with an impressive rate of
I've been told he's doing an inverted pass. Okay, so on the next one, he's going to...
roll. Lots of awesome energy coming out of that maneuver. She goes straight back up into the sky, looking at the top side of the airplane. Now spinning the airplane as she continues to climb in right about there. She kicks in, the runner flips it over the top, and down she comes, spinning as she goes. This is the Zipco Edge 540 flown by Melissa Burns, a professional aerobatic pilot, a display skydiver, as well as a base jumper. In 2006, at 22 years old, Melissa became the youngest female member of the United States Unlimited Aerobatic Team in history. She placed third overall in the 2015 World Aerobatic Championships after 10 years of competing at the unlimited world level. She was named the fastest woman in the world at the World Champion Wingsuit Base Jumping Race in Norway in 2015. Look at this, she just lets the power off and she slips back down through the smoke. We call that the tail slide. The power comes up. Throws in an extra step roll on the down line as she lines up with the show line. As per second, it's a 350 horsepower aircraft. Has a 3-bladed propeller. And now, folks, we're going to go live to the cockpit and talk to Melissa as she continues to roll around in the sky. Melissa, looking great up there. That is perfect. Look at this, folks. Right down on the deck, you see the pole holders out there at center stage. She just flew underneath the ribbons that are suspended between those two poles to the ground. She rolls upside down, hanging in the straps. Is she gonna get it? Yes, she got the top ribbon instead. How incredible is that? Look at that, a whole bunch of victory rolls there. She is going to fly right between those two poles to salute her pole holders doing an outstanding job. Let me introduce you to them. They are Chris Abbott of ALPA. That's the Airline Pilots Association and a volunteer here at the Airshow. Show sponsors. He's also the Director of Operations and Marketing with Pacific Coast Com. Telus and Cooper Schools. Ania Strozkowski from Prospera, one of our show sponsors, also out there. And two friends of Melissa's, James Philippe Orr and Andre William Orr, doing an outstanding job holding the poles for Melissa's incredible aerobatic display. I know that it's a little scary when you're out there, but when you come back, you have got a huge smile plastered to your face. Melissa Burns continues to walk the skies here at Abbotsford as she flies down the show line at nearly the top speed of the Edge 540. Back into the sky she goes. Welcome on to the show. The Edge 540 is a new generation of aerobatic airplanes. Oh, look at this. You cannot do this in any airplane, especially underpowered airplanes, but this airplane has power to go as she tap dances on those rudder pedals once again and just going back and forth along the show line.
CF-18 plus tard, construit au début des années 60, a servi comme avion à réaction d'entraînement.
say.